Hi, my name is Dick Leslie, and I am the webmaster for the SAR San Diego chapter. And this is a brief overview of our website. And this is the home page, and as you can see, there's a series of pictures that get scrolled across like a slideshow across the home page. They each have about a 5-second display time, and then we move on to the next one. The main organization of the website is presented in the menu that's right across horizontally across the top of the website, immediately above the images that are coming across. The home page is just a link to the home page itself, so anywhere on the site, if you click on home, you get back to the home page. The other menu entries here each have what's called a drop-down list, so that further divide the particular topic. About SAR is about the national organization. Why join? This is a link to a page that displays and lists the presidents of the United States who have been members of SAR. Going over to the SAR San Diego tab, this is information specifically about our chapter. One of the more interesting ones I'm going to click on is our Patriot Ancestors, which lists our member name alphabetically by last name, their patriot name, and how that individual served in the cause of freedom during the Revolutionary War. This is displayed by members' last name alphabetically, but you can also click here if you want to see it sorted by the patriot's last name, again alphabetically. Also under SAR San Diego tab is a list of our officers and board members. And next to each one of them is a link to send an email to that particular individual. So if you have any questions, you can send it to this particular email address. My name is Dick Leslie, and this is me down under Webmaster. If you want to send me any questions, you just click on that link and an email will be directed. You'll be able to send an email directly to me. Moving on down the list, we have a chapter handbook. Many of you may not know we in fact do have a chapter handbook, and it's displayed on the website through this link. We have a list of committees. So you might want to take a look at that to see what committees there are. If you're interested in serving on any of them, there's a description of each committee in a paragraph, and then after that paragraph, I'll click on it so you can see. There is an email link to express your interest in serving on that particular committee. We also have all of our newsletters listed under this tab. And it's not only our chapter newsletters, but it's also the Compatriot, which is the state of California newsletter. So you can see that comes out on a quarterly basis. So we've got those listed here as well. There's a page on the color guard, and then there's a page on the chapter members who have received the Minuteman Award designation, which is very prestigious with the national organization. There is a membership tab. Underneath that, it has the application process described in detail. There's information about the member survey that was taken approximately a year ago. There is a members area, and in the members area, I'm clicking on it right now, there's a list, or not a list, but there's a list and links to the actual minutes of the board meetings that take place and the chapter meeting minutes that take place at the monthly meetings. So that's an interesting area. Next down here is, in fact, a link to the video that I'm producing right now. So if you want to see and hear it again, you can just click there and you'll be able to do so. There's a page on genealogical help that you can receive, very useful information. There's a list of the various programs that we have in the chapter. Contests, you can see there's a bunch of contests. There's also some awards that we present, and then there's a member training area. So very useful information. And if you're interested, for example, let's say you're interested in the night essay contest. If you click there, then you'll get to a page that describes the contest. And if you have any questions, there's an email address where you can send those questions. So very useful tab. Events, I want to spend a little bit of time on this. Events, we list the chapter calendar in the summary form for the entire year. We list prominent state events, national events, and then also local and non-SAR events that we think would be of interest to the membership. But I'm also going to click just on the events link itself, and that link will show the upcoming information at chapter meetings. Here's the board meeting, the date, the time, the location, and a link to the Google map for the location. So if you're interested in seeing more information about where it is, it happens to be right here, you can do that without any issue. Our monthly meetings are always posted in this area of the website. Again, it's going to say the title of the event, the date, the time, the location, a link to the Google map for the location, a description of the event, and information about the menu, because the meetings take place around mostly breakfast. Occasionally there's a lunch, but it'll show the menu for that along with the price. And then you can register while the event is open by the clicking on the Find Out More tab. This event, the January meeting, is currently open for registration, but closes at 5 p.m. today. Moving down, the February board meeting is listed here. And by the way, members are encouraged to attend the board meetings if and when they can. This is the description of the February monthly meeting. Registration for that is not yet open, but once it is, clicking on the Find Out More link down at the bottom will allow you to register for it. For our monthly meetings, we also send out a series of emails, and the emails have the same information, the date, the time, the location, description of the event, and you will then have a link to be able to register for the event through our online payment system. The Resources tab has a great deal of information about the Revolutionary War, the Spanish, San Diego's connection to the Spanish link to the help that they gave us during the Revolutionary War, information on Constitution Day celebrations, and then photos at patriotic community events. So you can see they're displayed here. This is for the month of December. There was the La Jolla Christmas Parade, Wreaths Across America, celebration of Pearl Harbor, and so forth. So you can see there's a great deal of information and photos of our members at these various patriotic community activities. Finally, there is a link to people who want to contact us, and they fill out their name, information, state their request, and then they have to fill out something called a CAPTCHA. And this also exists when you register for one of our monthly meetings. And you have to enter this sequence of letters and numbers in order to actually submit the form. The reason this is done, there are a lot of programs out on the web that send out bogus registrations for all kinds of events and forms just like this. This is a way to prevent those programs from doing it in an automated fashion. It's a way for us to assure that there is a human on the end of each such request. And that request will be sent to the appropriate board member for them to respond. One thing to be aware of is that we have over 2,000 unique visitors to our website each and every month. That's a very large number and shows you how important the website is for us to communicate to people who are potential members. That's a very substantial number given the fact that we don't have any real formal marketing efforts or budget directed at promoting the organization. So I hope this has been helpful, and please send me any questions that you might have. Again, I can be reached under the officers and board members. Scroll down to Webmaster Dick Leslie, and that's the address where you should be sending any questions or comments that you might have. So again, I hope this has been helpful, and we look forward to seeing you at future meetings.